I'm Matt, I'm from IPACA Sixth Form, and I'm interviewing Charles Foote about farming on the Ridgeway between Upwey and Bingham. Can you describe what it's like for you farming on such a rich and historical land that has a history and that stretches back thousands of years?
Well, it is interesting. You do feel a great amount of responsibility. It's a fascinating landscape. We've got hundreds of round barrows on the farm, protected ancient monuments. We've got a bank barrow, we've got a long barrow.
So do you feel a special responsibility for the Ridgeway?
Well, I do, I suppose, having lived here my whole life through. And I like walking on the Ridgeway, and I do a lot of walking as a recreational exercise in different parts of the country. But then you come back here and you think, well, this is also very, very beautiful.
So what are your favourite parts of the Ridgeway and why?
Well, I think the view from Bingham Bumps across at Portland, but from Bingham Bumps you can see places like Bullbarrow Hill, one of the highest spots in Dorset. On occasions you can see the Isle of Wight, the Needles, and on occasions you can see right down to the southwest and towards, well, you can see Brixham on occasions, not frequently, but you can see them on occasions. And as well as you've got a magnificent view of Weymouth Bay and Portland Harbour, good place for viewing the Olympics or anything else which is going on down there. So there's also a huge array of butterflies there that are well worth looking at if you're interested in that sort of thing, as well as lots of birds, skylarks. We get lots of skylarks. We try and encourage hares. We try and encourage lapwings. We do have quite a lot of skylarks and corn buntings. You often see them around at night. If ever I think, oh, they're not as many as usual, if you just listen, you can frequently hear them above you, or driving around the farm at night, you can frequently see them.
Have you or any of your relatives discovered any historical artefacts or objects whilst farming?
Well, not personally, but we have had people on the farm exploring the barrows. In particular, the Oxford Archaeology Group came when the new Weymouth Relief Road was built. And in about 2008, 2009, they spent a long time here excavating the barrows. But basically, when the Vikings came, they were set upon by the natives of Bingham, which sounds as if they're a pretty rough lot, perhaps about the same as we are now. And they set about the Vikings, and the archaeologists said to me they would work out how old they were and how they were killed. And I'm really wondering if that was true. But anyway, I think it was true, because they showed how the people were killed with blunt instruments. You could see the bones in their upper part of their body, how they were damaged. And they could establish the age of all the different people that had been killed. And there were quite a lot of people. So one imagines that the natives were a pretty ruthless lot, as I suppose one would be if you've got intruders.
So what makes the Ridgeway so special to you?
I suppose being biased, if you're born and bred there, and as a child I used to play on the hill. In fact, I broke my arm on the hill when I was a child, and I suppose it's just that attachment to your old home. I mean, not many people are born and spend their whole life living in one place. Fairly unusual, but you could say, funny old chap like me is fairly unusual anyway.
So how important is it that you respect the historical heritage of the land, and why?
Well, it'd be awful to pass on something to your children and you felt you wrecked it. I've always done my best to cut down trees that need cutting down, to plant more trees that need planting, to try and make the stone walls better than they were before, because there's continual problem with stone walls being blown down. I think all in all, I just hope I can hand it on in a better state, more fertile state than when I arrived here.